Okay, I'm over here at another barn. I come to get this drill. This is what I plant the beans with. It's 15 foot wide. But I gotta move the chisel plow out of the way first. So that's 21 foot wide when it's unfolded. I chisel plow chicken manure or potash down in the fall. So I gotta hook that tractor. I had the field cultivator up to that. Left the field cultivator at my house till I gotta replace some shovels on it and power wash it and see if my corn comes up. And I'll bring it over. Usually I keep the field cultivator back there. This was in front of it, so I moved it over here to get the field cultivator out. So I gotta move this back over to there. Get my drill hooked up, take it home, check tire pressure, make sure it's all ready to go. After my corn gets up, after about 6 weeks tall, I use this. It unfolds, it's 16 rows, and it hits liquid nitrogen in between the rows for the corn to grow. So at least I'll be able to get to that after I get the chisel plow moved and the field drill moved. So yeah, just a little bit of what the drill looks like. It's an auger on the back's how I fill the beans from the hopper wagon into the drill. 15 foot wide, so it takes a long time to do about 260 acres. Last year I planted all the beans in one day. It was a 41-hour day, but I got it all done in one day. It said rain was coming, and the rain never came, so I jumped on my sprayer and started spraying after that. I'm farming 513 acres. Somebody asked me how many. Alrighty, it's kind of a pain to hook up to stuff without any help. But I'll do that, get the drill home. And that's a 240 horsepower tractor, 2007 model. That's the air filter off my big tractor. There's my foot in it to give you a little perspective of how big it is. But I gotta blow it out. But you want to see how dirty it is. Alright, so it'll take me a little bit and I'll blow all the dirt out of this air filter. Well, day's the 29th of April. We had about 1.25 inches of rain. Have to wait till it dries up a little bit to go check that field of corn that I planted the 18th of April. Well, since it's wet out, do a little maintenance. These wheels are gauge wheels that go on the no-till drill. Rubber's supposed to have a sharp point like that on it. And that rubber's all wore off on the point, on the edge. Let me seal them gauge wheels on here. That keeps the disc from going too far in the ground. There's 2 rows of those gauge wheels on this no-till drill. Yeah, too dark in here. Anyway, I carry them up to my other shop. I got a press. I got to unbolt the 2 halves of steel on each side of it. And press the 2 halves together and bolt them back together with the rubber on the center. So I'll do that so I have some spare parts for when I start beans. This is how you press the 2 halves together and put the rubber gauge wheel tire in between the 2 metal halves with a press. So I'm up in my other shop. It's messy, I don't want to show you the whole place. Lincoln giving his little brother Silas a ride. He's holding on to it so it don't fall out. what the corn looks like. This here is the shoot just starting to come through the top of the soil. Down there's the root. So looks like it's going to come through. Today's May 1st, and that's what it looks like. It's just starting to poke through the ground, trying to get ready. So I got 70 acres of this. This is the field I planted the 18th of April. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. We'll get a count on it when it starts poking through, and we'll see how many of them came up. Okay, I'm going to put some of these sweeps on the field cultivator. See how wide they are. These others are getting pretty well shot. So it takes 73 of them on this field cultivator. I got it folded up, so I'll just be able to put them on the main center section there. Crawl underneath it and put all those on. It's just too wet to get in the fields to do anything, so I'm just doing a little bit of maintenance here and there on anything I can work on. So I'll get a start on this field cultivator, getting some of these new sweeps, shovels, whatever you want to call them. It'll be ready to go in case I have to tear up that 70 acres to replant, or ready to go for next planting season. Yeah, it's windy out here. Just trying to get the big rocks, but the ranger's overloaded anyway. How do you stop rocks? You just can't go by these great big ones. I don't know if I can lift that one. Filling the bean drill full of beans. If they start planting maybe today, see if it stays wet. Mike, my neighbor, and Brian, I cut it off. Helping me fill it up. Okay, it's May 2nd. Just started planting some beans. Probably started around 3 o'clock. We got rain coming in at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I might plant until I get rained out. Waited as long as I could to let the ground dry out. This is the tractor I work ground with. It doesn't have all the monitors or nothing in it. Try to show a little bit of the dash. Air conditioner, radio. That's how I turn on all my lights. And I'm using a no-till drill, John Deere 750 no-till drill. It's 14 foot wide. It's got an auger on the back. That's how I fill the beans. I think I might have showed that in the last video. Enough seed in there for about 30 acres. And I have to go back up to my wagon. I just drive in the center of the third row. So I got all the way up that way to go yet. Well, it got dark on me. It wasn't supposed to rain till 1 o'clock in the morning, but I got sprinkles on my windshield. So they kept moving the rain up, and it's been sprinkling on me. It's a little after 9 o'clock. I don't know, maybe you can see some of the rain on the windshield in the back. Probably need another 45 minutes to finish this 50 acres. Don't know if I'm going to get that, so I hate to leave a field half finished, so I'll go until I start making a muddy mess. I'm not going to get this 50 acres done. Windshield's turning into mud, the dust and the rain. I don't want to turn the windshield wiper on, might scrape up the windshield with all the mud and smear it worse. Yeah, kind of raining. Get a tractor and a drill out of the rain. real close to being done. We're gonna have to give it up.